Ground control to Mayor Tom. You're too high on tonight's Kurt's Widow's Bay Blurbs. What up, lunatics? Kurt Money here to talk about the 5th episode of Widow's Bay. What to expect on your trip. Hard to expect anything to match last week's high of beach reads, and I don't think this episode did. Left me wanting a little bit story-wise, but still funny as hell, had me dying multiple times. Let the blurbs begin. Blurb number 1, Widow's Bay Blend. It's the Reverend's funeral day, and our ragtag team of ghost hunters are raiding his office to see if he left behind any clues of, like, I don't know, why he checked out. R.I.P. Toby Haas. Sad to see this guy go so soon. Who knows, maybe he could come back to haunt somebody, though.
Who knows?
First big laugh of the ep came from the funeral, though, and it was like the words being said in the way background. Like Tom's sitting there remorseful in the back of the church, and we hear this terrible speech, right? Where somebody's like, I don't know, you just get coffee or something. I don't know. I didn't really know him.
Maybe not. We didn't talk. I didn't really know him anyway.
You're already laughing at that, and then somebody comes on the mic and says, again, you don't have to come up here and speak.
Once again, I'd like to remind everyone that it is not mandatory that you speak.
Oh my God, so good. That was the first big laugh. Textbook Widow's Bay humor and textbook things that K-Money just eats up. They're rooting through the office and they find what appears to be drugs or shrooms. And we'll learn eventually that they are drugs and they do in fact work.
Hi there.
Oh, God!
But upon first glance, I thought these were like melted army men or something.
Okay.
Tom goes through his calls, and one, he sees that he ignored a call from the Reverend.
You tried to call me.
And then he's made several outgoing calls to this number, which they decide to cold call. This is so good, because Tom is such like a friggin' narc. Listen to Tom's plan. I found your number in my phone.
I found your number in my phone, and I...
Smooth, dude. Luckily, Patty has better luck.
Reverend Bryce, give me your number.
Would you like an appointment?
And I love the tone of this mysterious voice on the other end.
Hello.
Hi, how are you?
Good.
The voice was so like perky and upbeat and chill about everything. It kind of reminds me when in Seinfeld, Jerry's car gets stolen and they call up his car phone and talk to the guy who stole his car.
Can I ask you a question?
Sure.
Did you steal my car?
Yes, I did.
But this time it's not a thief they're talking to. It's a drug dealer. Oh, excuse me. I'm sorry. A shaman. Blurb number 2, the shaman.
Is that cocaine?
Yes.
Played by the hilarious Chris Fleming, a dude whose special I have not watched yet, but based on the amount of times I was cracking up this ep, I think I'm about to peep.
Yeah, man. Yeah, take that in.
And we also get a reveal that Patty and the drug dealer know each other.
Todd O'Connor?
Hey, Patty. How you doing?
Yeah, good thing.
What's the history there? I don't know. Kind of sounds like she was saying they were together until Tom freaking cut her off again.
Todd and I went to school together. We were...
What are these?
Never listening to Patty. So apparently the Reverend was looking for answers. When the shaman is describing how high you're going to get off these shrooms that not even he will do, he says it'll open your third eye.
Imagine getting LASIK for your third eye. Blast that thing open. Pow!
If you remember in the Reverend's office, he had carved into his desk, "My eye is open." Actually, he carves, my eye is open, my eye is ope. So I don't know if he stopped there to go clock out. Now, as soon as Tom says no way he takes it, we know he's going to take it.
We said Wick was gonna take it.
Yeah, you're Wick.
This is TV after all, and I'd be disappointed if he didn't.
Oh my God. Oh my God!
It's okay. It's okay.
As soon as you see Tom walking in with that cup, you're like, dude, don't tell me you drank the tea. Come on! And oh my God, was I dying when they're in the little, I forget how the shaman refers to it, but it's like his peace room where people can get high. It's just like a loose mattress in the middle of a room. And an untethered iguana, no thank you.
She's turning 50 soon, so she's got wanderlust.
And the shaman still thinks he's Wick, and he says, whatever you do, don't look into a mirror. Shuts the door on him, and boom. He's looking straight into a mirror. Oh, loved this.
And whatever you do not look at any mirrors. You got this, Wick.
Then begins Blurb 3, Tom's trip. And it's fun how they do this. Like, we see blips of his day being high, which is only a short 12 hours, okay? I mean, Tom, relax, all right?
It's only a 12-hour experience.
Oh, my God! Oh, my God!
We flash in and out to see Tom, usually silent, but like bug-eyed and freaked out. Then like he'll turn off the lights or it'll just go dark and boom, all of a sudden we wake up, we're somewhere else. And it gets gradually worse and worse and worse until eventually he'll wake up and people be screaming or upset about it, like, stop yelling at me.
Just stop yelling at me.
It's so funny. Patricia was so ready to step up this ep, but she kind of sucked at it every step of the way. Outside of the leash, I mean, her head was in the right spot with the leash. But she's like, oh, don't worry about it, Tom. I'll just make you throw up. Here, let me stick my fingers down your throat.
Stop!
Oh, come on, Tom.
Stop!
says, hey, we'll find your kid. They don't.
Ah, she was nice.
Patty says, oh, I'll keep an eye on you. She don't.
Don't open the door.
I love these cuts to black because it's like, what the hell is happening during the blackouts? The best example of this is when he comes to in the meeting and everybody's screaming at him about this stupid fireworks that his curfew is going to shut down.
And we sure as on canceling the fireworks!
And he's like frozen, doesn't say anything, and then boom, cut to black and come back. And this is, talk about textbook. This is textbook editing joke where it like leads our eyes from one step to the other. It's like, oh, okay, he's holding a dry erase marker, eyes up to the board where he wrote this hilarious message. When I turn around, close your eyes. Okay. And then the cut to the wide to reveal nobody's in there. They all left. How did this end? I want to know how everybody went from screaming at him to emptying out. And did they close their eyes when he turned around? I want to know. And they left enough fun stuff in the air where it's like, who knows, maybe next step we do get to see the other side of this. Like what was going down while Tom was blacked out. And look, I'll appreciate that if that happens. And I'll bet it'll be a ton of fun. I feel like we kind of already did this though last week with beach reads. And the beautiful thing about that was when we were watching episode 3, Sea Hag, we weren't sitting there going, God, I can't wait to hear what was going on during the other half of this day. We were already fully entertained with the Sea Hag hijinks. I feel like in this one, the whole time I'm going, okay, this is fun, but I can't wait to see the other side of this.
I told you to get out!
Supposedly next week, they're dropping 2 episodes on us, which I, in theory, am against. See my many hacks blurbs about it. I'm butthurt on behalf of episode 4, not getting to have its own week to like bask in its glory. But if we gotta do a double dip, I kind of wish it had been this week so we could go right from this ep into the other half of it if the next ep is indeed going to be what was happening while Tom was high as hell and stuff. I feel like I'm being hard on this ep, and I don't want it to come across like I'm disappointed or anything. I still loved the ep, and it was funny as hell. I can't deny that. It was super, super funny still.
How have you been?
Fine.
Saving it for the memoir, I see.
I just, again, last week's was so transcendent, was so otherworldly. Pagan Patty Party. You know, I can't help but be a little bit let down.
Why?
Here's the thing. It's like the ep ends on a cliffhanger. Tom is taking this drug. Wick forces him to. Mr. Wick the bully over here.
Don't squander this. You find those answers now.
Why's he gotta be such a dick to Tom all the time? Look, I don't much like Tom either, but I feel like sometimes Wick is too hard on him.
You can't even control your own son.
Okay.
Anyway, Wick is like, you gotta take the drug, you gotta take it so your eye opens up and we can see what the hell's wrong with our town.
Where am I?
Have you seen anything yet?
And it's almost like the show is a victim of its own success, because here this episode ends, we go out on a cliffhanger. Tom does see something. Is it gonna be a beast? What's it gonna be? What's he gonna see? And that's a perfectly respectable ending to a good television show. Here's the thing, it's too much like a regular ho-hum TV show would do it. Because I can't help but think of like episodes 1 and 2, where I was going on and on about how normal shows would have ended after the scare in the hospital and after the clown in the crawl space. But no, we got to see stuff unfold after that in those eps. And I was hoping that to happen here. Look, I'm not mad at them for going out in the scare, okay? I can't expect them to exceed expectations every week. That's just not feasible. Blurb number 4, the boogeyman. Okay, fine, so they did not go with my name, the tumble dry killer. I guess he's just the boring old boogeyman. But that's who these teens are talking about, right?
My uncle told me that they tried to kill him. I guess they called him the boogeyman, and they like buried him in the basement, and they sealed the whole thing in concrete.
Hopefully we eventually get in this house. I want to see this basement. Wait, and speaking of mystery men, who the hell's this guy in the beginning? The ep opens. We don't know it yet, but these are the magic mushrooms that are only here in Widow's Bay. This is the Widow's Bay blend that I spoke of earlier. It has to be old-timey, right? We only see him out of focus in the background. Like he's got like an old puffy pirate shirt on.
But I don't want to be a pirate!
Maybe with a bandana. Or maybe one of those standalone turtlenecks. What are those called? Like the Cousin Eddie thing. Dickie? Maybe this is a weird Dickie. I don't know. All this business with the kid smoking was okay. It was worth it to give us the scene of the sheriff yelling over the loudspeaker, get away from that creepy house.
Please step away from the creepy house.
That was good. But why is he so afraid that he's going to tell his dad?
Please don't tell my dad.
When has this kid ever worried about what his dad thought of him? And this was before the end of this ep where he yells at him. I mean, too far, bro. Shitting on your dad's mayoring.
The reason you're a shitty mayor is not because of me.
This turn by him at the end was weird. He's been defined by how chill he is.
This isn't my house? Oh, my bad.
Boy, get over here.
Here he kind of falls into the cliche teen of the lead on drama, where it's like, I hate you, you suck at your job, I'm gonna leave someday, did I mention I hate you?
Dad, one of these days, I'm gonna leave and I'm never, ever coming back.
Maybe it's the town making him do this or act like this. Watch, he'll wake up the next day and apologize to Tom. But watch, Tom was way too high and he doesn't remember it at all. He's like, you think I'm a shitty mayor?
I think you're gonna feel very guilty for saying that to me one day.
That said, I was a-dying when the kids pulled into Tom's driveway in the station wagon. And there's high-ass Tom, right? Shirt untucked, blood on his sleeve, along with Rosemary, bless her heart. Just along for the ride after she gets her scratchers. Okay, Tom, I don't care what kind of emergency you've got going on. I've got to make a stop. I've got to get my scratchers. My name's Rosemary, and I rule. Anyway, I love this. Got Tom going up to the station wagon and cupping his hands against the glass. And then we watch from the inside, right? These terrified teens as Tom, like, just screeches across the window all the way around until he sees his son and is like, come here. This was gold. This shot right here, this is giving me Jurassic Park, is it not? When the T-Rex is trying to get in the Jeep and they're all like, don't move, don't move. That's what these teens were doing. Like, look at her face here. Blurb number 6, more lore. All right, so even if I feel a little shortchanged on the story advancement this app, we did get a lot of backstory that we didn't have before. For one, Wick and Jerry used to be a thing, all right? High school sweethearts, perhaps?
Father used to say that you were too chatty.
Yeah, he never liked me.
Well, you kept me out too late.
It's so funny how pissed he is at Tom for not, like, canceling everything and telling everybody to go home when clearly that wouldn't work. I mean, he's trying to do a simple curfew and the town loses their mind. Like, how does Wick think it's going to go over if the town mayor that no one likes comes in and is like, oh, sorry, we got to close the town because ghosts. Okay, see you next summer. Nobody's going to do anything, so I don't know why he's so pissed at Tom about it.
I'm trying to get things under control.
Yeah, your little curfew isn't going to do it.
Here's my request for next step. Request number 1, get the kid on board, Tom. Tell him about all the haunting shit so he's not, like, doing this dumb, crabby kid stuff. Get him on board. That's request number 1. Request number 2, Wick and Jerry get freaky in the archives. Maybe they incorporate that brush into the foreplay or something. Look, I don't know. I'm not telling them how to do the thing. I'm just really, really rooting for it, okay?
Good, honey.
Speaking of lore, we get shots of his wife again, pregnant with the son, and then she gets sick, and it doesn't die right away. Like, we know his wife died in childbirth, right?
We didn't separate. She passed away.
Oh.
Complications from childbirth.
But clearly there was a period there before where she's like possessed or something. Like, what's going on with her here? Okay, time in this island. There's a whole thing going on with time. I, for one, thought it was just a hilarious joke that the old dude in the first step said his age was 37. I was just cracking up, okay? I thought it was funny, especially because Patty had just said a joke about her biological age.
I learned my biological age is 28.
However, I had a user on YouTube point out this theory that what if time stops when you're at Widow's Bay, but then the second you leave it, real time catches up to you? I buy that as a theory. I mean, it definitely justifies why the old dude croaked when he did in the first step. Like, he left the bay and boom, now he's dead. I don't know. Blurb number 7, limited. All right, so I was on the AV Club looking for a review of this app. I figured they just did an interview with Kato Flynn, and they loved the pilot, so I don't understand why they're not covering it.
Who knows?
But anyway, while I'm looking, I see their, like, schedule thing they post, and here it calls Widow's Bay a limited series. What? Limited series? Is that true? Or do they mean it in the sense like, look, we're going to call it limited unless it's a hit, and then we'll pick it up for season 2. I mean, they do that all the time. Like Task, right? That was a limited series that's now getting a season 2. But whereas Task, I'm going, okay, where's Task going to go, right? Because the plot was about the money and the dude. Here I am with Widow's Bay. I'm going, not once will I ever be worried about what story they're going to do for another season. This show has already established itself as being so freaking funny in all the right ways, and they know how to handle horror comedy perfectly. So it's kind of like, if the mystery they always come up with are weak, I don't know. I think ultimately, I'm already in love with these characters. They all make me crack up. So yeah, I don't know. Look, I need at least 5 seasons out of this thing. Get on it, Dippold. I mean, look, they made 267 episodes of Murder, She Wrote. How many Columbos were there in the first run? 75? Like, there's a lot of gold to be mined here. And I hope it's this limited shit ain't right, okay? Do not make a show with hilarious jokes like this.
Damn, Papa.
Or jokes like this.
Here, hold your organizer.
And expect me to be cool with it being a friggin' limited series. No, sir. Not on my watch, all right?
No.
So get on it, Dippold, and well done, Colton Dunn, who wrote this app. You might recognize him as from Superstore. So clearly, there's a lot of funny people writing on this show, and I wanted to keep doing it forever, so Apple never cancel it. And lunatics, please, never forget your responsibility in recognizing to BitBoat and spreading the word. All right, to Bitboat.